Okay, hello and welcome everyone. Thank you so much for joining me today. My name is Daniel Bradford. I'm from Mindful Acting, a acting school that specializes in combining mindfulness and acting together to help not just actors but anyone become more present and compassionate in their lives. And certainly we need a lot of that right now. So, thank you to Manchester's Finest for hosting me today and what I hope will be many more sessions. I'm going to help you start or end the week today, depending on how you look at it, with a meditation to help you become more integrated in your life and get ready for the week or to perhaps clean the slate for the week. So I'm going to give a little bit of an introduction to anyone who's not practiced before or also to the specific practice that I'll be guiding you through today. So today's practice will be working with a category of meditation, as it were, called open awareness based meditation. So you might have encountered meditation before, might have done it before, and you might have done meditations that were very focused on a particular, what's called an object of meditation, or specific aspect of experience that you try to return your mind to constantly. And sure, there'll be aspects perhaps of that come into this meditation, but really it's in the name of what we're going to be doing today. It's an open awareness based meditation. So rather than on attention, we're going to be focusing on our awareness, which if we used an analogy, we could say attention is like a focused visual field, and awareness is like our peripheral vision that's more broad, maybe not quite as in focus, but it's taking in the whole picture a bit more. Now we'll be using both aspects, both faculties here, but the emphasis that I'm going to be inviting you to work with today is more on the awareness side, so the whole picture or the gestalt, as it were. So to start out with meditation, all you need to do is just sit comfortably, or if you have any problems with your body, with your back, or anything like that, you just need to be in a comfortable position. Now, it's helpful if that position isn't too exactly close to a position you would usually occupy, say when you're just napping or, resting your eyes or something like that. So if you can, try and sit a bit more upright, use a little bit of your back muscles. But if that causes you any undue distress, feel free to just do what you need to do. Same with lying down. If you're going to lie down, maybe put your feet up on the ground so your knees are pointing in a kind of triangle, what's called semi-supine. And this will just help you from your body not immediately thinking it's time for sleep. Now, if you do fall asleep, once again, that's fine. In either position, it's okay. But we're just going to give our body a little indicator that that's not exactly the intention we're going for. So, okay, with open awareness-based meditation, and the focus for today, I'm going to look at especially feelings, or our emotional world. Now, there's different ways we can look at our emotional world and feelings and different categories we could give. But for the most part, I want you to let go of those labels, if you will. We can use them if they're helpful, but I really want you to more tune into the embodied aspect of your experience, how it feels, not necessarily what you would call it. Yeah? So I'll use labels, I'll use notes and things to guide your experience a bit, but feel free to just go with the felt sensory experience itself on your own. Okay? Okay, I don't think there's that much more to say. Let's just get into a nice comfortable position and we'll get started. So for this particular practice, I encourage you to close your eyes. You're welcome to keep them open if you need, but this particular practice will work better, I think, with your eyes closed. Okay? I'm going to ring the bell when we start the meditation, and I'll ring the bell to end it as well. Feel free to just take your time both transitioning into the activity and out of it. We could say that meditation is the art of non-doing, the art of letting go, and that certainly is going to be the emphasis for today. Okay, so getting settled in here, just taking our time, closing our eyes and just allowing ourselves to familiarize ourselves with our current experience. Okay, here we are, seated together today, practicing in common, separate but together. So I invite you to begin by simply allowing yourself to become aware of whatever is already predominant in your experience. This can be any aspect of your senses, sight, the light dancing behind your eyelids, sounds, the atmosphere around you, sounds from the household or outside, smells, tastes, touch, especially. This can include any aspect of touch, sense of your body inside and out, balance, parts of your body connecting with external objects, your feet on the ground, and once again, I'm inviting you to let go of the need to direct your attention in any particular way. Simply becoming aware of whatever is already here. Your attention, this spotlight quality of perception, might drift from aspect to aspect, and that's okay. Wherever it goes, whether it's thoughts or feelings or sensations or any aspect of your sensory experience, feel free to just allow it to do that. Let go of the need to control. Let go of the compulsion to manipulate your experience. Simply allow this experience to be exactly as it is. Let thoughts play out as they will. Simply let them come, let them be, let them go. Notice if you're becoming attached to them, indulging in them. You could say that's like you tightening your grip around them. And the invitation is to gently let go of that grasping and allow it to slip away on its own. We're not flinging our hand open, metaphorically, not pushing it away, simply allowing whatever arises in our experience to come and go of its own accord. Your experiences might be pleasant or unpleasant or neutral. And that's okay. We experience things in these ways automatically. There's really nothing we can do about that. But the unpleasantness doesn't need to lead to aggression, to aversion from the experience. Nor does the pleasant need to lead to a compulsive craving or chasing. Simply stay with the experience itself. Noticing whether it's pleasant or unpleasant or neutral. There's nothing to do here. There's no way to get this wrong. There's no way to win. This is not a competition. Simply giving ourselves space, giving our minds space, our hearts space, to just be. Letting go of the fixing mind. You don't need to fix your experience. You don't need to fix yourself. You're not broken, nor is your experience. Everything is happening exactly as it's meant to, based on what's come before it. Just letting your awareness hold any aspect, any content of experience without trying to change it. If your mind follows a narrative or thought, images, that's okay. Once you become aware of it, notice if you're grasping after it. If you're holding too tight. And notice if perhaps this is the thing that's giving you suffering. this dissatisfaction with your current experience? What would happen if you gently released your grasp? Perhaps there's an experience that's unpleasant, unpalatable, even unbearable. What would happen if you simply let go of the effort of pushing against it? You cannot get this wrong. We're just allowing ourselves to be. Letting go as much as we can. Whatever effort we're unconsciously applying to try and manipulate or change our experience. And anything can be held in this broad awareness we have. Even the tendency to push away or pull towards us. Perhaps we're not able to let go of those tendencies right now. But we can hold that resistance itself, or that craving itself, in awareness. And that's okay too. All of these tendencies, all of these behaviors are part of being human. They came with the package. If you're particularly struggling at any point, feel free to bring your spotlight of attention into the felt aspect of the body. Any part, perhaps your chest or your belly or your throat. Simply allow yourself to feel whatever you're already feeling in relationship to your experience. Just allow yourself to have that bodily experience. Here we're practicing and developing a kind of tolerance, a resilience for the challenges of life. When we sit to meditate, very often our imagination continues to play out narratives, to try and solve problems. from the past or future. Simply become aware if that's happening. And bring some kindness to yourself. That's okay. This is not another activity to achieve. This is not another way to be productive. There is nothing to produce here. There is nothing to achieve. Simply coming into a non-adversarial relationship with our lives. Letting go of the struggle itself. Allow yourself to have whatever experience you're having. It's okay. This is a difficult time for everyone. And it binds us together if we allow it to. Allow yourself to have the struggle. But also feel free to let go of it. Don't struggle against the struggle. We might say that we don't suffer because of experience, but because of how we relate to our experience. Can we relate to it with kindness, with acceptance, with even just tolerance? Can we learn to be with this intensity that life brings us, without seeing it as a problem, without seeing our struggle as failure, without seeing challenges as defects? Simply being with our raw experience as it is. Inventing nothing, denying nothing. Allowing everything. And practice in silence for a short while. And in the final stages of our sit together, I invite you to take a hand or two to some part of your body that could use some support, some tenderness, some love, like a dear friend's hand. Just giving you some gentle contact to say, they're there. They're there for you. See if we can give some semblance of that to ourselves. Simply feeling the warmth of a hand contacting some other part of our body. There may be motion or stillness, you can massage, or simply just let it rest there. And notice how that changes how you feel, if it changes how you feel. In a moment, I'm going to ring the bell, and that will signal the end of our meditation. Please take your time to transition slowly out of it. No need to rush, but do whatever you need to do. Okay, so anyone who's still transitioning, feel just free just to take your time. No need to come straight back. Feel free to just listen to my voice. So, that meditation, like I say, was an open awareness-based practice. It might be different from something you've practiced before. If you're used to practicing meditation, it's not the right way, it's simply one way. It's something that I gravitate towards a little bit more. As I like to emphasize, rather than what we do in meditation, but how we do it. So it's not just like another activity, another stress reliever in our lives. Instead, I think we're working with how we relate to experience itself, how we come into relationship with whatever we do in a more mindful way. So thank you so much for joining me today, and I hope to see you again in the future. Thank you again to Manchester's Finest for having me. Please feel free to leave any questions in the comments on social media. My handles will be in the links provided. I'm Mindful Acting, Daniel Bradford. I'm on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook. And please make sure to tag me, tag Manchester's Finest, and I'll be sure to get to answering those questions as best I can. Also, feel free to email me or contact me directly if you have anything more personal you'd like to ask. And I guess that's it. Thanks again, and I'll see you soon.